I'm upside down. Oh, that's a weird orientation. Ah, fungu. And the battery's going dead, but we're gonna ride it. Are we at that correctly? There we go. Okay. So it's been quite a week so far. Capital losses. Yeah. I lost money. Total? About 100,000 this week. Capital losses, real losses. That's market losses plus a loss of real cash, right? Got fucked over at the bank. Guy kicked me out of the bank, my bank. You know, cashier's check for something. And said, get the fuck out of here, we don't want your business. Okay. I've got to try to stop swearing, by the way. It's not polite. So, get the fungu out is what he basically said. I wanna put her on the radio. One day, and there you are. Ladies and gentlemen, a brand new star. Oh, I feel like letting go. That's a nice panty view. You don't see that very often. Old porn, right? In the 90s or something. Small little images of pretty girls. This one here always touched my heart, and I don't particularly like her. I don't know anything about her. She gave of herself. All the women that pose are giving of themselves, and we should be grateful. Men should be grateful for the women that pose. Because not all of them do, right? Some of them do, and a lot of them do, actually. Seems to be a de rigueur aujourd'hui, today, that women pose. I'm listening to Paul McCartney and Wings, Letting Go, right? That was off of, Band on the Run? You know, the one that they recorded in Nigeria on the fly because they kind of ran into trouble and all their equipment was stolen. Oh boy. But they got a great album out of the deal, and a Band on the Run. It's even better than Red Rose Speedway, which I thought, man, this is amazing stuff, which is even better than Ram, which I thought was fantastic, which is better than McCartney, which is kind of a loosey-goosey art statement by Paul. I think I'm going to play all the instruments, right? But McCartney has some great songs on it, like Maybe I'm Amazed, or Every night I just want to go out, get out of my head. I mean, he's got songs that really should have been done by the Beatles. If the Beatles had stuck together, those would have been fabulous hits. Because Paul always had, you know, the instinct, or still has it, I should say. He's still around, right? He's an old man, but he's still with us. And you're looking at a guy here who's 62 who used to be, you know, playing air guitar on tennis rackets with my friend Dickie. In 1967, mind you, I'm 5 and he's, I don't know, 6 or something, and we're up at Tremblant in their living room listening to these old Beatles records. They weren't old at the time, they were like 5 years old, but the Beatles, the releases that came out in North America is basically what they had, all the domestic releases, and he had all these sisters, and they were all huge Beatles fans. So my friend Dickie was a George fan, he liked George, and so that's fine, because I was a Paul fan. And always wanted to be Paul. Loved Paul, loved everything. As a matter of fact, it seemed to me that Paul was recording music for my age group. Right? Ram in '71, it was like a record for a 9-year-old kid. It was like he was consoling Heather, his stepdaughter. He was saying, hey, come on, I can do these nice songs, and, you know, it's not so bad having me as a dad. I'm sure Heather loved Paul as a stepfather because he was that kind of guy. He was really nice. He was a nice guy, still is actually. He's just a genuinely nice Beatle. He's a nice guy. And you know, the other Beatles, well, George was a bit shy, and Ringo, well, Ringo never got the chance to be Ringo, but every now and then he did. Come on guys, write me a song, right? let me sing a bit. And he did, and he had a great voice. Has a great voice, I should say, because he's still with us.